Yeah, so 151 Main Street East. Let's kind of walk through it as far as what Operation Restoration is going to do there. To begin, we'll talk about the front facade, the Main Street facade. It's probably going to see the biggest change out of the two facades, but we're going to be pushing forward the main windows, looking into the space, and getting rid of the alcoves. We're going to be replacing all the doors, all the windows, and then even the second level. All those windows are going to get replaced. We're going to put in stucco, and we'll be putting brick veneer kind of below the front door windows, and across the top we'll have a banner of brick to match. And then, as we go through into the space, what kind of was a pre-bar area, they had little booths and restaurants set up there. We're going to tear it all open. There was wasted space for an old coat check and a wasted space for a long corridor. We're going to tear all that out. Flooring's going to come out. The ceiling's all coming down. And then we're going to extend the second floor out about 23 feet. So it'll be all new drywall, all new display cabinets. We're talking about probably prepping it for a bakery, cafes, maybe / deli in that area. Got to tear out some old bathrooms, put in a new universal bathroom. And then from that space, we could go downstairs. Now, downstairs was a mess. When we got there, it had become a junkyard. Anything that didn't work, anything that was garbage ended up down there. So it was literally weeks tearing out all the garbage from the basement, getting rid of all the walls, opening it right back up. And originally, back when it was the Bay Theatre in 1950, the bathrooms were downstairs. So we're going to revive those and put in all new bathrooms downstairs to facilitate the main level, what we're doing in the main level, so it'll look completely different. Literally took over 300 yards of garbage and construction debris out of 151 Main Street East. And a lot of it was in the basement. But then we come back up, and then we're going to kind of go where the old bar was, the old bar area. We tore that concrete topped bar out of there. That was a joy. But all the floor, the plywood had gone soft. It was rotten. Had to tear all the floor out. They had bathrooms down in that space. You step out of the bathroom and you could see the stage and the bar. So we tore those bathrooms out of there. The stage area, though, we're going to maintain that stage area, and we're going to expand that stage area much bigger. They also had multi-tiers in that stage area, so they had different levels with balconies, and we quickly found as we started demoing them that they were unsafe. There was like 8-foot sections of the balcony that were just overhanging, walls that were supporting it below. So that all had to come down. And we're looking to have, some balconies put back up for viewing. But then we're going to tear up a bunch of the floor so that we have a large space for multifunctional creative art space. So it'll be dancing in there and or performance or seating for seminars, workshops, that sort of thing. Visual arts. So all be happening in that space. And then as we go through into the Oak Street facade, it's a nice flat surface. What we'll look to do right now is maybe some kind of mural on there. It's a massive, beautiful surface looking out onto the lake. So we'll just kind of clean it up, hopefully be able to close in one of the doors to expand the stage, and we'll kind of repaint it, make it a feature. And then from there, we would go back up to the second floor. And that's probably the biggest change of the whole space. We've removed all the walls, all the ceilings, taken it right back to structure, what would have been original 1950s structure. And we're going to completely double the size. We're going to be putting in units up there, full kitchen, full apartment. But it's going to be a very commercial or, that industrial feel, kind of be that loft feel, open to the deck, brick walls, have 5 beautiful bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, and full functioning kitchen. It was also beautiful because of the way that building is built. We didn't have natural light coming into that common space in bedrooms, so we've had to add in 6 massive skylights, and it's just brightened the space up, and night and day difference. Originally, we found rotten macaroni and cheese, and you won't see that anymore. There's some construction garbage bags in the back of my truck if you want to go grab them.
Okay.
Bring them in.
Where's your truck?
Just up the road. So this is the first day where we've actually been on site, and so I'm going to go turn the water back on. About a month ago we had to get the plumber in here and have him turn the water on. Like I said earlier, when he turned the water on, we had 3 fittings break and water was spraying everywhere, but they quickly fixed it. So we've been shutting the water off every time we leave the space, just in case something pops. So have the water on, would be nice to be able to use the toilet today. And yeah, have you seen downstairs since the power's been on, Alicia?
No. Why is there straw everywhere?
Yeah, no,
It was so dark in here before.
The straw is a mystery. We've actually put a request out to our viewers to see if anybody has any idea
why
why
there's
there's
straw
straws.
everywhere.
It's all over the
What's your
place.
step?
So yeah, this is where the main water comes in right here, and the plumber actually had to change out a bunch of valves because they were these old. They're these old valves, and they literally just kept turning both ways, or they wouldn't turn at all. So here it is, turning on the main valve.
Shiny and new.
If you hear water running everywhere, kids, let me know. That's okay, but that should stop soon. One of you want to run upstairs to see?
Yeah.
Make sure there's not a waterfall.
Nothing's screwed. Something that's on. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's true. I think I did leave. I think I did leave some taps on to drain the system.
As long
Oops.
as it's just taps.
All right. Well, that's it.
Oh, I
It's
see
the
there's
arrow.
dripping here.
Me too.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we got a leak.
You want to go grab a garbage can, Eden?
Looks like it's stopping. Scoot.
Let's get a garbage can.
Oh yeah.
It's stopping.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's
I
good.
think there just wasn't enough pressure. Like it wasn't going through fast enough.
Well, it could be stopping because I shut the water off.
Oh!
I think we'll put a garbage can there. We might have to call our buddy Mark and get him over here and take a look at it.
Is there, that's the one we can see though. Is gonna be like a lot more in the roof that are gonna do that?
Well, today's a good test. I mean, we'll turn the water pressure on and see if it leaks. Then
So how will we know? Because there's water all running down the walls?
yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay.
So I might as well take this chance though. So this is Eliana.
Hello.
She's our daughter, and Ezra
Hi.
with his COVID-19 haircut.
Sure.
High five.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah,
And Alicia, and actually I'm Bob. I don't know that I ever really introduced myself. So we're the Wilson 5. Eden's coming down in a minute, and this is an exciting day though, isn't it? This is like day 1.
Doing adventures together,
Yeah. Boots on the ground, getting it done.
getting dirty. And I've got boots.
You know what? I'm gonna turn that back on and see if it keeps leaking.
Bob loves the nitty gritty.
So what does that mean?
There we go. We're live.
Oh,
Introductions.
So this is Eden.
sure can.
Yeah, we'll get the air out of the system, but also we'll test all the drains. So just turn it kind of up in the middle position so the hot and cold are both running. So as you can see, garbage cans have been our friend. I think we've got about 10 of them in the building right now. And they've been catching rainwater that's coming through the roof or other leaks that we've had. So
Oh, he's
just air.
dead. Wow, that
Air.
was interesting.
So yeah, so this is good. So if anybody sees water falling from the ceiling or hears water running in the walls or basement, let me know right away. And we'll just run everything and make sure it's all good.
Yeah, it's not very good flooring, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely.
So what do we got?
A giant
Those are
underneath the sink. Oh yeah, okay.
Dad, don't do that.
I'm just sprinkling it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a bucket
there's a bucket.
already. Wow. That should be an easy fix.
Probably what this bucket was for, actually.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this place has no shortage of buckets. Now we know why.
Yeah. He's still getting used to the camera. You should test it.
Yes, we have to show the dancing cages. That's just weird. Which I'm not sure what you could even fit in here besides a few chairs, but I think somebody was using it as an office. Ooh, look at all of this. Oh, it's like letters. They must have had, oh, it's for their sign. That's what it is. St. Patrick's Day shirts. We went up on the roof and there was a mattress up there that was blocking one of the, there's a spot where all the water can run off the roof, but there was a mattress blocking that spot. So all the water was being forced down through the roof here. And you can still see sort of where it was coming in up there. So this room up here, I think, is where they had all their sound equipment and whatnot. Oh, on the way by, I'll have to point out the crazy dancing cages. I don't know where, but I guess they had them suspended, probably over here somewhere. And I don't know if people were partying it up in there. I just thought that was the weirdest thing. So they even left some equipment in here and whatnot. Oh, I guess this is all lighting. I don't know how much of this is still connected. So lots of equipment here. We could probably salvage some of it for our own uses because we'd like to have music on the stage at different times and that kind of thing. So off to the VIP lounge. So yes, they had this lovely cordoning it off so that only the VIPers could come up to this special lounge. And I think the idea will be this wall will be opened up and will extend the space that's on that side across into here. So this will be a whole different area eventually. We won't have this as the VIP lounge. I think we'll just get rid of that bathroom altogether. It's not worth fixing. Make it
Take stock.
It's on the outside. Want it?
I'm too short.
I know, I'll come over to the ladder after.
What?
I really want to get that back off there.
Oh yeah, the first time is always...
All right, well, let's go up. We'll take a look at the roof and see how it's doing. We've had some leaks.
Love
So,
the walls. Oh, the walls are like peeling as we walk up.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Oh, it's in your
Sorry.
That's been there for 2 years and it looks like the same.
Yeah, it's a little early for lunch, but there is some macaroni. So this is the secret hatch.
Oh, it is moldy. It's not.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it is a
moldy.
little. But for 2 years, that's not bad.
So let's go up though. We'll take a look and see if I know the roofer was up there taking some samples and
Since we were here?
yeah.
Me and you?
So he's marked out a whole bunch of spots actually on the roof where he's identified leaking points. So we'll go up and take a look and see. He's going to give me a price on repairing the roof, or we may end up redoing the roof because I think we're going to insulate above the apartment on the roof side. So follow me
Follow me, guys.
to the roof.
Yeah, that match was pro.
So this is the roof, and I'll walk you around here in a few minutes, but you can see it's, I'll show you, that's been some nightlife up here going on. There's barbecues, propane tanks, we got broken beer bottles and other equipment. There's even a bed mattress up here. I'm not sure it was used, but there we go. Ezra, the littlest one of the bunch, made it. Eden right on his heels. So yeah, if you kids want to go kind of up in the middle, it's probably a safe spot. And
there's the good old...
you kind of have.
There's like a fire over there.
Coming up. There she goes. So yeah, man, this is it. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole building. But
It's the cleanest.
yeah, and there's lots of junk. So we've got we got mud and sand in all of the gutters that are gonna have to get cleaned out for the drains. But if you take a look down on the actual roof, you can see now. I had the roofer up here last week, and he's identified every spot that is a concern for leaking, and we've had lots of leaking over the last year and a half. I thought he said around 30 spots, but I'm looking, it's probably more like 60 spots on the roof. So we're gonna get pricing on repairing, patching the roof, or just replacing the whole roof. So yeah, all the spray paint marks are areas that they'd have to fix. So you can see all the way around the corners. The other thing we're gonna do is all these rooftop units, they're all coming down. It's an old system that's kind of been decommissioned for years. So we're gonna have to cut these all up, chop them up, take them down over the edges of the roof. We're only 2 stories here, so it's not too bad. But then what we'll end up doing, hopefully within the design, is be able to turn these into skylights. So we're gonna get natural light down through the building roof in at least 3 spots. And but yeah, take a look around. We've got exhaust fans and vents, and we got mattresses, and we got 4x4 lumber and satellite dishes, and Eliana, lift up the barbecue. Well, if you can call that a barbecue. So yeah, we got some cleanup to do up here. But my favorite view of the whole place is that down at this end. You got to come check it out. We'll get rid of all this gas piping. It's not even used anymore because these units are decommissioned. So have a bunch more removals here. But yeah, I just love this view. I mean, you got Lake Nipissing, you got the museum, transit terminals right here. We've got the splash pad. We got the underpass that takes you right over into the government dock area. So it's a beautiful spot. We are so happy. And like I said earlier, the city of North Bay has just done an excellent job at making this a space that's beautiful and usable for the city. But we do have some high voltage lines here, so no flying kites. Not a good idea. What do you think, kids? Like it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice view.
How about you,
One day
Alicia?
I'd love to build a patio out here. Then you could sit, have a little barbecue, enjoy the view. It'd be great.
Yeah. Maybe have access from the apartments up into the space. So.
Make it into a patio.
Yeah, but lots of work. Like you can see, this is the corner that we had trouble with the most for water. And this is where, I don't know if you saw up in that kind of the old green room space, but there's buckets of water that are almost full in the last couple months. And you can see why. The roof is just completely pulled apart and lifted. So that's all gonna have to get redone, either repaired or completely redone. Tar brush here.
Don't rip it off because you might make a hole on it. Do it.
Somebody's attempt. Whoops. Anyway. Yeah. So back when we were first looking to buy the building, we were talking to some people about it, and I knew that it had been empty for a while, but we weren't sure how long. So we were talking to some people at our neighbors here, and they were saying that at one point, I think they were up on the rooftop, maybe on their rooftop or another rooftop up here when they were shooting for a production in North Bay, one of the larger productions. And the production crew let them know that there was actually extension cords coming up through this man hatch and had been plugged into some of their equipment, kind of stealing power so that they could have electricity for their lights and I guess fridges and stuff. After the power had been shut off to this building, people were still living in it and then stealing power from their rooftop units. It was crazy. So they quickly confiscated the extension cords, which I thought was hilarious as an electrician.
It's pretty funny.
I don't think I would have ever thought of that.
You're an electrician, Bob.
I know, but who thinks to run that through their roof hatch and find power in the neighboring yard? I don't know. You got it? Nice. So we're going to go down and meet the treasure trove spots down there. And what we're going to do is we're going to have, we've got 2 bins. So one bin is just landfill. So building materials, not wood. and not metal. And then there's a second bin for metal. And then there's another trailer that's gonna be here anytime for all the wood. All the wood will go on a 16-foot trailer. We're gonna take it back to the shop. All the metal will go into one bin so we can scrap it, and then all the landfill will go in the other bin. I know the kids are super excited. There's a ball down there, a disco ball.
Yeah.
And we might have to get the disco ball out later and get me up in one of those dancing cages.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right,
That's an idea that I need in my head.
let's go.
Now, this doesn't define sketchy.
When the lights are off, it's so creepy.
It's really that. There's cards and stuff. Somebody left their
Someone's health card.
info.
Well, with all the cups
All right.
from Dean.
Dean, it's Dean's book.
Come get in your uniform.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in and joining us today. We hope you enjoyed what you saw.
And as we continue to renovate the building and make it a more community space, make sure you keep coming back to see all the exciting things that are going on with the building and help us out by
Hitting the bell button.
So that you can see us blow a hole through the wall if you want to do
You'll
that.
get notifications that way.
And like and subscribe.
That's right, like and subscribe our channel.
Our cool channel, guys. We're so cool. We're vloggers now.
oh my gosh.